Hello everybody and welcome back to Balarke Farms. So, we're still in April and we are just finishing off our oat drilling. I'll take you guys there shortly. So we've got the oats to still do and we've got the field to roll. So in the meantime I thought we might as well get the grass cut ready for some more bales for our cows, because as we know they are very hungry and the sheep will soon need some more food as well. So if we can find where that gate shuts, we will get this paddock cut. So we're going to get this cut, get it rowed up for some hay, and we will get it baled up and taken to the cows. And then we can, there's some manure in the pit, we might just spread this one with some manure because it's so close, and then the rest of that can go to the BGA to become digest. And then we can start turning it into more digest for the next time, which won't be for a while now because we've done all of our drilling for this year, I believe. Well, I say this year actually, probably isn't for this year because from what will it be, June we'll probably put the canola back in. So yeah, we'll have some more to do then. So we are going to get this cut and get this all done for our cows, and then we've got a big old rolling job to get on with. So the roller is there waiting to go. As you can see, this man is still drilling. I think he's on the headlands, 3 laps of the headlands that would look like. So yeah, he ain't got too much. Don't know why he's starting in the middle of the field. Don't ask me. But anyway, he hasn't got too much more to do. Don't even think that's down. See how he's doing. Is he making a mess? Oh no, he is doing. Yeah, so he ain't got too much more to do, and then we can take over and we will obviously get it rolled. The other plans for this episode is we will be moving along. There's not a lot to do. Oh, I haven't loaded the mower. That'd be a good start. There's not going to be a lot to do in May, just the usual moving stuff out of triggers, you know, possibly a bit of selling. Don't think there'll be too much, so we might move straight on to June after April, and then with that we can sell our soybeans and we can sell our corn, and hopefully we'll be able to build the sugar mill by the end of today's episode, because we've got 2 fields of sugar beet next year to harvest and turn into some sugar, so we can start making stuff like strawberry milk. I'd also like to build those extra glass houses we were on about, so we can, just the bigger ones, so we can get a bit more product through them, because we've got the little ones at the moment and they are very small and very slow. So it'd be nice to have a bit of an upgrade. I mean, we have got £157,000 right now, so we're not too far away from getting our sugar mill. I think it was 240,000, so that's our first aim. We'll get the sugar mill bought and get that up and running. I say up and running, we'll get it bought. It'll just sit there until we're got some sugar beet to put in it. But yeah, we'll keep an eye on all the jobs around the farm and make sure that we're not missing anything that we should be doing. But yeah, so that's today's plan. Build a sugar mill, build some more glass houses, fill said glass houses up with water, mow and bale the hay, or the grass shall we say, spread this with a bit of fertiliser before we move on, and then we'll be, oh yeah, and getting that oats field all done as well. So quite a bit to do. It shouldn't take too long, well, hopefully not. Surprising how long this grass field actually takes to cut. So we'll give it a go. I'll quickly set to, and we'll try and get this cut now, and then, well, to be fair, it depends. If he gets finished, I will nip over there and start rolling, or do I leave that on a worker and I do the grass? I don't know yet. We'll discover this as we go on. Are we going to do the grass today, or are we going to do rolling? We haven't done any grass really in a while. We've done all the baling, but we don't really often cut the grass and heather it and row it, so I might have a dabble at this today and go from there. Right, I'll get this sorted and I'll see you on the next job. So I don't know why the worker won't finish the last bit of the field, but we did get the grass mowed, so I'm just going to take over and I'm just going to drill. I think it's the 2 laps of the headlands, but yeah, he just seemed to have stopped and wouldn't do anything, so we'll get it quickly sorted and then we can get back to our baling. So I have just set a worker on doing the tedding, so he's going to get it all spun over for us, then we can get it rowed up and get it baled. We might even use the new case for that. Yeah, we'll just get these last bit of oats in. I don't honestly know why he'd stopped. It's a bit hard to see if he's been. I think this left side's where he's not been, and then he's missed that patch and missed patches everywhere. Yeah, we'll just quickly run around and we'll try and get it all finished up as best as we can, and hopefully there's no massive missed patches. Ah, yeah, definitely haven't been there. I think that's where we had digest on it, and then we ran out down here, so it's now using liquid fertilizer opposed to the digest. So yeah, let's get this finished, then we can set someone rolling and we can carry on with our hay. So we're just picking up some bales. I think we've got quite a few, so we'll give them a good count up. I think it yielded fairly well the field. So we've got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, not too bad really. So I'm going to drop them off in the cow pen, fill it up. If there's any spare, we'll take them over to the sheep, keep them all well fed. I brought the lime spreader over as well, because I did forget the last episode that we do need to spread lime on that new field of ours, because we haven't done it yet. So as soon as he's finished rolling, we'll get some lime spread. We're going to jump back on the case after, get some of that manure spread on this field, and make sure that it is well fertilised. Might even set a worker to just do a bit of lime spreading in here just to keep the grass yield up. I think there's another bale over there that I miscounted, so yeah, we've got a very, very good yield off it this time, so not too shabby really. I know it was mostly full when we got into it, to be fair, so I think that's why it's more bales than I was expecting, but it's looking good. So we'll get these transported into there, and then we'll probably take a couple over to the sheep just to keep them well stocked as well. But it does mean we can move on a few months without worrying, into June especially, and that the cows are definitely not going to be running out of food, which is the ultimate goal really. Keep the cows well fed, they'll keep producing milk, and we'll keep making money. Right, let me get these last ones picked up, and then we'll move on to a bit of spreading on this field. Make sure it is all well and truly on top form. So we might actually, just side note, might have to rip it up soon, because I see that it's starting to do that weird glitch again where it doesn't cut all of the grass, so this area over here won't let me cut it. So I don't know if it's hail damage and it's just not grown, like it's not ready yet, so I think it resets grass back to I think it's like it's pre-stage. So we'll keep an eye on it, and if it don't grow back, we will have to plan in ripping it all up and getting the field re-drilled, which won't be the end of the world. We haven't done it yet. I'll take those annoying tram lines out as well, and we'll get even a bit more yield out of her. Ooh, she's not going to fall. There we go. So the last two we'll be taking down. So we're going to leave 6 here and take 2 down to the sheep. Right, I'll get them transported, and then we'll be back and spread some of that manure. Right, so we've just got field 36 spread with manure. I don't know if it needs outdated. Oh, so let's purchase the soil data again. So yeah, it might be all right, but we will give it a go. So what I just wanted to check on, just to see. Yeah, he's definitely done. I'm just going to go into the grass field and roll that as well, just to see if we can make that any better. But for now, we're going to set the Fiat going. He's going to spread this field with lime now, because, yeah, I thought it was going to be due, because I'm pretty sure I forgot about it. But I'm going to jump in the roller tractor, and I'm just going to go roll the grass paddock and just see if it makes any difference to the yield again. Looking at the field, I might end up, we might get one more cut off it, rip it all up, replant some grass in there, and I might even try and make it just that little bit bigger by digging into the headlands, and then we could get this like half of the field that we can't use at the moment. We own the land, we might as well make it as big as we can, and take those tram lines out, because they do annoy me every time I see them. I couldn't believe it put tram lines in there when we had to re-drill that first time. It had a bit of a problem. But yeah, unfold this. But yeah, I'm thinking we could, or did we try that? I think we tried it, you know, trying to make it bigger. I don't think it worked, but it's always worth another go. So I'll quickly get this rolled over. Once he's finished spreading lime, we will be done with this month, and then we can move on into, I think we'll go straight to June. We might just have to pop in and, you know, move eggs out of way of triggers and stuff like that. Just the general rigmarole. I think the cows are pretty well topped up. I will just check to see how much milk they've got, and then I might even look into building some glass houses. But we are running out of room a little bit, because I want to build some glass houses and we want to build sugar mill, so we do need quite a bit of room really. So we will have to have a look into maybe a new bit of land if we're really struggling. But we can go further back on that plot. It's just it's got a massive hill and it's going to be a bit of a pain to like get it all level and looking pretty. Well, I'm not so much worried about it looking pretty. It's just if you can't get to the triggers because it's, you know, up a cliff and down a cliff, it is annoying. The only thing with the farming simulator, I wish it would, when you place something, I wish it would like rebuild the ground around it, you know, like a builder would. If it would automatically, if you said I want it here, it would level the ground or make it in such a way that it was all usable and didn't look like you'd randomly just stuck an island in the middle of a field. Because it does look silly when it does that. It's happened a few times, and yeah, it's not the best thing in the world, not the worst thing in the world. But yeah, I'll go have a look with you guys in a second. We'll just get this last bit rolled, and then hopefully, if the grass field did need rolling, it is now all rolled and done. So there we go, get that folded up. This can sit down here back on the grass paddock. I'm just used to leave the rollers here all the time, so can't see why the new one can't sit here. There we go. So we'll just pull that up there. So if we go down to our spot down here, I'll show you what I mean. So we've got a bit of room. We could get something in here, but back here, to be fair, it's not as much room as I thought. And just see how hilly it is. So if we put a glass house, we could put the glass house, maybe get one long ways down there and another one long ways here, something like that, and then we can have the sugar factory in the middle up there. Maybe something like that. It would just, yeah, just try and use as much space, and then after that we're going to have to find somewhere else to build. But this is what I mean. So you can only get 2 pallets of eggs there because the ground is unlevel here, and this trigger over here has been a nightmare since day dot, because I had to sort of like level it and then unlevel it to get it working again. Which is a little bit annoying, but let's say it's not the end of the world. Right, so I think we are just a case of waiting now. What we might just do is, I say I've got the David Brown at the field. He is ready to start weed, spraying off the weeds on all the crops we planted this month, which was last episode and this episode. He's just spreading that field, and as you can see, it's going a nice green now. So we know we're in about the right ballpark. The sugar beet harvester, it's going to come out of retirement and be used once again. We haven't used that for some time, so it'd be nice to get that back out. These are our 2 glass houses we own at the moment. So I'd half wondered if we could get it in this yard at the back here. Wonder if we could get a bigger glass house there. Should we have a look? If we go to construction, we want the glass house. And what I want is I want either the big polytunnel or the glass house. I personally think the glass house works better. So where's its trigger? Where does it output? I can never remember which side it outputs. overlaps with an object. Ooh, it's a bit close to the field there. We would just lose a bit of the field. Yeah, that's not... Yeah, and it's there, so that's good. That worked out in our favour. So we just soften the ground up a bit. And that's it. Spending a bit of this money that we didn't want to spend because we're trying to build the sugar mill, but I think we'll, once June comes, I think we'll be able to afford it. And what I'm going to do, just because the workers will never ever be able to do this field again if I don't, if we just cut off just a fraction of the field there, how far back? We could take it all the way to this line. I know it's losing a bit of crop. There we go. Just do that, and then if we go into, not, is it plants, isn't it? And then we can get, is it plants? I can never remember where it is, but there's one where we can get. Where is it? There's like meadow grass we can plant on top of this, so it doesn't just look like you've painted a green. It is plants, yeah. So we can put this on, and then it doesn't look like we've just planted random greenness in our game. It's expensive, but it is a nice finishing touch there. Sort of adds back like a realism feel to the decorating sort of thing. Gives us a bit of grass. I mean, I think you can even cut it if you really wanted to, but it's not something we would be interested in. So, got to remember what I put down here. Just paint this bit in here. And there we go. We've got a nice big glass house. So, I think that will automatically fill up off our buffer tank, because we have got a buffer tank on this map, which is doing a lot of our watering side. But yeah, that's what I mean. Look, that now looks, bar the bit that have gotten filled by accident. Yeah, that looks like it's always been there and we haven't just chopped half of our field out. Our water cell point is just here as well if we do need to top it up with water, but hopefully... Ooh, no, we don't want to upgrade it. I don't know, I clicked the wrong button. So, what I wanted to do in here is, I think it's strawberries we want to do. So if we go to our extended dairy, strawberry milk is what we're aiming to do. We do need strawberries and milk. So we will get the glass house activated on strawberries. I think I'll also activate it on lettuces, because we get paid well for the lettuces, and we don't... actually, I won't. Let's see how much strawberries it comes up with first, because as soon as that sugar comes, I'm hoping that we're going to make sugar milk, strawberry milk a lot quicker. It takes 5 strawberries to 25, so yeah, it will get through it. How much strawberries does it take in? 72,000 litres, so yeah, we do need to get a bit of a stockpile. But as you can see, our water tank's full, so hopefully now this is like sat here in the next hour. Better if we sped up time, got it to the next hour, it would be fed and be going. There you go. So that will have just chucked a load of water in there. Yeah, 39,000. So that's now up and running and going. So we haven't got too much produce up here at the moment, but by June we probably will. And we do need to nip over to those chickens again. Get their eggs moved. Can't look a gift horse in when you move on. You've got got to keep moving these eggs out. You don't want to waste eggs like that. It's so valuable. Right, so we're just going to let that worker get on with that. I'm just going to make sure there's no other jobs that need doing in this month. And then as soon as he's finished lime spreading, we will move on into June. And hopefully we'll get selling. Right, so here we are. It is June. We got the lime spreading all done. Just set a worker on ferting the field. Spraying the weeds off. And we are selling some soybeans. So, first half of the trailer, £96,000. Beautiful. The next half of the trailer should be another round £100,000. Well, it is £100,000 the environmental, so really, really good. So instantly, we can afford the sugar mill. And believe it or not, we've still got a few more trips. So it looks like we've got one more full load and then one more part load to do. And then with the corn, we've got 3 loads, but the last load will only have a little bit in there as well. So let's get it all sold. Let's run back and forth. We are down at the shop area, so we're not a million miles away from the farm at the moment. Obviously, we stored all these crops in the animal area, so it's not too bad to get to. And we'll crash into the fence, and then we'll head back and fill up with the next load. Right, so here we are with the last load of corn. So you can see we're up to £730,000 so far. So let's get this last load sold. There we go. That's the first half sold. And here goes the last half. So I think we'll just touch the £800,000 mark. And we did. Beautiful. And then we got another 38,000 plus the 3,000 environmental. So that takes us nicely up to £812,000. Not far off £1 million. So if you remember all that time ago when we started with literally no money, and now look where we are, £800,000 in the bank. And I honestly thought we'd never ever see a day where we could afford the big fields on this map, let alone have the big machinery to farm them. So we're going to take this back to the yard now. You can get it parked up, and then let's go and build that sugar mill, and then it's ready for, I think it'll be next month, but I need to check on the crops anyway. We've got David Brown, he's spraying the sorghum field at the moment, getting rid of the weeds, and then we need to move him around the other, I think there's 4 other fields that need spraying. The grass is ready to cut again, so probably next time we will do another session of grass cutting and baling. And then I might even rip it up and we'll re-drill it. Take the big quad track in there, rip it all up, re-drill it all, turn tram lines off because I don't want tram lines in there. Get it rolled, get it lime spread, get it fertilised, get the whole shebang done. So that field is absolutely top of its game for feeding our cows. So let's get this put away back in its little hidey hole. The rusty old barn. We do need to get some more diesel in the tank as well because we are running low on the old diesel. So let's pull that in there. While we're here, let's go have a look at our strawberries. So as you can see, quite a few strawberries come out of here now. So not a bad start to our strawberry days. We will be, is there any more? No, not quite. But yeah, we will be transporting everything, and we can sell all these lettuces at some point as well. Just keep them out of the trigger so it keeps producing more for us. The mushroom one doesn't do a lot, as you can see. One pallet. Could do with a bigger mushroom glass house, to be fair. Right, so where are we at? No, I did accidentally sell the wheat. I wasn't paying attention. I thought it just, to be honest, I thought it would just carry on because I was selling soybeans and it wouldn't change, but it changed. Not the end of the world. There's still some left in there, and we've got some other bits we can feed the chickens on. This enclosure at the top here uses more than the bottom enclosure, so it's not too drastic. But let's enter build mode. Say build mode, construction. Let's go into factories and let's find our sugar mill. And there it is, £240,000. So let's see how big. Oh, it is a monster. Now it is just going to sit there, and that's about the only place it will fit in our yard. So is it going to let us buy it? There we go. We do need to do a bit of softening. Let's get this all. Let's see if we can dress it all in nicely. Oh, it did just hurt the trigger on that chicken pen, which is a bit annoying. Fairly tight to get in there, but it's not the end of the world. If we have to sell that chicken coop and move it somewhere else, it wouldn't be the end of the world. There we are. There is our big sugar mill. So our little field here is now starting to look very full with different productions. Did have a go at painting the path. I'll probably have another go off camera and make that look a lot tidier. But our worker is done, so we're going to move him on to the next field. Unfortunately, it does crop destroy when I drive on it, but it doesn't crop destroy when the worker drives on it. And it does look like we've got a crop to harvest as well. I think that is our wheat. So yeah, or barley. I think it's barley actually. So yeah, even better. So we can pretty much, we'll bring the David Brown down here when we're harvesting, and we'll take that straight away with the old David Brown. Now, if I can stop crashing into everything and get this David Brown over to the field, that'd be great. And then we can get it set up in the next one. And I think we're going to leave it there today, guys. We've done quite a lot. We've achieved our goal, which we've set out to be by the sugar mill, and we've done it. So I am very happy with that. We've also baled the field and got the cows fed. It does need baling again, and I do need to get some lime on it so it brings it right up. We've also got a load more slurry now, as you probably can see from the shed. And we've got a load of manure what we need to get over to the digester. So, if you've liked today's episode, please give it a thumbs up. Any suggestions, do leave them below. If you hit that subscribe button and ring that bell, you'll get a notification of the next video. And when we start to do the harvest, which is barley, and I would imagine our sugar beet, because I would have thought that would be very close behind. But yeah, we'll see you next time. Bye for now.